Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing NBA 2K18 on the GeForce GTX 1050 Ti. For FPS monitoring, I'll be using CAM. If you want to download this software, there's a link down in the description. And if you enjoy the content and want to support the channel directly, there's a link to the Patreon page down in the description as well. So NBA 2K18, I'll be doing 1080p, 1440p and 4K. To skip none of those sections of the video, check the description below. So first I'll show you 1080p, trying to get 60 frames per second, and it will be pretty easy to do so by just using ultra settings without using the anti-aliasing option present below the resolution option. Then at 1440p to get 60 frames per second, I just lowered shaders and shadows to high, kept temporal anti-aliasing, depth of field and volumetric lighting turned off, and that was enough to get to that frame rate, except in cinematics where there's no player control. And finally, at 4K, I'll show you two configurations. The first one is to get 60 frames per second or close to that target. I had to lower almost everything in order to get close to 60 frames per second, but the game looks significantly flatter. But while playing, you stay over 50 frames per second if you care about that. Then I test the same resolution, 4K, but using the configuration shown at 1440p, and that will allow us to be around 40 frames per second while playing the game, with drops below 30 frames per second on cinematics. The settings that helped me the most to get a higher frame rate, if you lower them, were shader quality, shadow quality, depth of field, volumetric lighting, floor reflections, mirror reflections, and crowd detail level. Also, the anti-aliasing option is a big hit to the frame rate. I'm talking about the one present below the resolution option. It appears to be MSAA. So by just playing with those options, you should be able to get close to 60 frames per second on most budget GPUs. I'm talking like GT 1030 and above. If you need more FPS, just lower the options I didn't mention a second ago in groups as well. And that should be it. Anyway guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you keep enjoying the video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.
His three-pointers off the mark.
The defense fortunate there. He's a guy you hate to leave wide open.
Pass to Dunn. Here's the screen. Here's Mirotic. No good on the triple.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
The shot's good from Love.
Keeping his head on a swivel, LeBron locates the open man.
The Bulls have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Mirotic dishes to Wade. Over Thompson. Wade kicks to Dunn. Just 5 on the clock. LeBron against Wade. Makes it off the glass.
You know, he's never been one to settle. D-Wade will go right at you.
Well, last season, Dwayne Wade made a homecoming trip to Chicago, the city he grew up in. Surprised a lot of people by making that move and leaving Miami, but you understand the reasoning. Probably Steve hoped it would be an easier homecoming, though, in retrospect.
Well, the transition to a new team, his age, we knew Wade would have some work to do. He still scored the ball. He just wasn't as efficient. Overall, not too much slippage in his scoring.
Dunn misses. The Cavaliers leading. J.R. Smith on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to James. Smith's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Bulls have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Wade against James. Wade kicks to Dunn. Pass to Lopez. The dish to Mirotic. LeBron against Wade. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Wade's got his second bucket.
The mid-range jump shot has always been a staple of D-Wade's game.
14 feet away. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Thomas.
This is why you like to get him touches. He makes things happen.
Dunn passes to Levine. Lopez sets a screen for Levine. And there's the feed to Mirotic. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Dwayne Wade, and that's good. Wade's got 7 points in the game. Cleveland. Cavaliers to start out. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. The two stars, LeBron and Love, making up the forward positions. Thomas and Smith teaming up in the backcourt. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here.
And for many years, the Chicago Bulls were viewed as a model franchise. Always were competitive and in the hunt for a title. But this current version just can't escape turmoil from within.
Now here's James. Again, James missing.
And listen, you can't design a play any better to get a look that good. Just couldn't knock it down.
The best players know that is going to happen, and you just can't let it get into your head. It's a shot that you want to take.
They set the pick. And Mirotic kicks to Levine. Just 5 on the clock. Mirotic gets the bucket. And the Bulls finally committing, Greg, to a full rebuild this last offseason.
Yeah, and trading Butler was the start of it. I mean, they got some young players to build around and a pick, and it won't be an easy road ahead, but one they felt they needed to make.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And going back to his numbers from just a season ago, he was knocking it down at a 77% clip.
First free throw is good. And the Cavs over the last few seasons setting records when it comes to three-pointers made.
And really, they did a good job of surrounding LeBron with floor spacers. They doubled down on that when they got Channing Frye. And then when he and Kevin Love play together in the front court, the Cavs can bury you with their long-range shooting.
And so Mirotic nails both of them. The Cavaliers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Thomas dishes to LeBron. Over Wade. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And that's a good-looking stroke right there from LBJ.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I did speak with Fred Hoiberg. I asked him how they plan to contain this offense, one of the most prolific in the league. He said, we'll have our work cut out for us, no question about it. They can hurt you a number of ways out of a number of sets. That's why they're so good. We just have to play the percentages and try to force them to take contested shots. Kevin, we'll see if they can accomplish that tonight. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. He really has them focused on not letting this game turn into a shootout.
And that's the way you've got to play it against them. I mean, start trading baskets with this group and you play right into their hands.
Well, the mindset then has to be about a physical basketball game with bodying up the bigs and not getting any free runs to the hoop. So let's see if physicality becomes a part of this one.
Off the screen. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
Love wide open. He fires. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Amazing that Kevin Love came into the league as a post-up player, now a devastating outside shooter.
Dunn kicks to Wade. Passes it to Dunn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Dunn's got his second basket of the game.
And you have to love whenever Dunn squares up from mid-range. His jump shot is just money in the bank.
Thompson passes. Finals run starting in 2015, Brent. Is it natural for a team like the Cavaliers to wear down a bit?
Well, they do have some guys that have played a lot of years in the NBA, so that's a natural cause and effect. But these guys were the defending champs last year, won 51 games, took a couple months off on the defensive end, and then flipped the switch in the playoffs. No doubt about it. Came together and played extremely well through their run in the Eastern Conference.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. The two stars, LeBron and Love, making up the forward positions. Thomas and Smith teaming up in the backcourt. And it's Thompson in at the 5 down low. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. And one of the pieces of the Jimmy Butler trade this offseason, Zach LaVine finds himself as a prime building block for a rebuilding team. The Bulls see him as a star of the future.
And rightfully so, even given the fact that he's recovering from the ACL surgery. LaVine is young and can grow his game with the team. Hard to get fair value for a player of Butler's ability, but LaVine is a great place to start.
Free throw good, LaVine. And so LaVine nails both of them. And certainly while the injury for Zach LaVine and his ACL was devastating, Greg, it's good to see him back on the court, and he seems to be on track to making a full recovery.
And Kevin, still amazing to me to see just how far the medical community has come in terms of treating ACL injury. LaVine is such an athletic monster. To lose even a little burst would have been huge. Fortunately, though, with modern medicine, it's going to allow this guy to make the most of his potential still.
Here's Dunn following the basket by LeBron James. And the rejection by James.
LeBron using his big mitts there comes in handy on defense, getting up there to spike that one away.
Off target from outside. Cavaliers on D. Pass to Mirotic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. They get the rebound. Count that bucket. Threaten anyone from outside.
I think a big problem has just been personnel. You know, some of the guys they brought in as shooters just really haven't panned out, and that lack of shooting from deep is why this offense can grow stagnant at times.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, inside we got the tenacious Love and Thompson. Thomas and Smith teaming up in the backcourt. And it's James in at the 3. Mirotic's shot is off. Cleveland with the ball. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, that's just a bad foul there. The refs are going to be all over that one.
Lopez with the steal. Wade outside. There's the feed to Dunn. Over Love. Mirotic has a wide open look. Drills the three-pointer.
This is what Mirotic does best. A knockdown three-ball specialist. Doesn't hesitate in pulling the trigger.
The screen from Thompson. Thomas kicks to Thompson. Over Lopez. And it's Thompson again missing. Outside LaVine. Kicks to Dunn. There's the pick. He dishes it to Mirotic. 6 to shoot. Now the pass to Dunn. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Thomas. Wade with the block.
Wade is an excellent shot blocker from the 2 spot. I mean, he's remarkable at timing his jumps and swatting shots back.
Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from 3.
And here is Thomas after the three-pointer from Zach Levine. Thomas kicks to Love. For 3. That doesn't go either for Thomas. For Chicago, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
And you look at all the accomplishments, all the great moments from Wade's career. No doubt he is going to the Hall as soon as he's eligible. One of the greatest 2 guards to ever play.
Nice shot by Smith.
Now look at this. This is one of Smith's specialties. He has a quick release fire off the pass.
The Bulls leading by 3.